I've just come to Tesco just to show everyone. I saw it online and I wanted to check for myself. Right, candy kitten sweets. Looks rather innocent. Sweets aimed at the children, especially right now. I'm actually shaking. I'm so angry. I'm actually shaking right now. So, aimed at the children. As you know, sweets are where children go. Yeah? Never take a sweet from strangers. Never take sweets from people you don't know, because we know sweets are the money of the predators for the children. So now we've got these candy kitten sweets. Right, now look at this. Netflix, sex education, candy kittens. Wild strawberry sweets, right? Netflix, let this sink in. Sex education, let that sink in. Let's turn it round. Let this sink in. Look at that, right? Sweets, but make it gourmet. Sweets and sex, they go hand in hand. Obviously, after all, they both aim to make you feel good, right? So we've teamed up with hit Netflix show, Sex Education, celebrate sex, the fun times, the awkward times, and the downright dirty times. No judgment here, just a whole lot of love. This is aimed at children. This is aimed at children. So it's okay now for children to pick this up. And by the way, it looks like, oh, I didn't see that on there. There you go, we've got condoms. There you go, we've got a condom there, right? So play it safe, we've got a condom. This is Tesco's selling this. So a lady's just overheard me reading this out. Sorry, how old are you, if you don't mind me asking?
77.
77. Do you think this is okay, that children should be buying sweets like this?
Not at all.
No. And yet we've got it in our shops being sold, sweets for sex. When you were young, were you told not to take sweets from strangers because it was dangerous, because they're predators?
Absolutely. Yeah? I didn't even know what that was.
Right. Now we have it here. Sweets and sex, they go hand in hand. Can you understand this, where it's going? Yeah. I'm going to speak to the manager. In fact, before I go to the manager, I've decided I'm going to ask some customers what they think, to see if they're aware of this as well. So I've got two ladies here. I'm not going to put them on camera, but I'm just going to ask them a question about these sweets. You have children, yeah?
Yes.
You both have children, right? So we've got these sweets now that are in the children's section. Sex education. I can see this lady's face already. Would you like to get through?
I'll take the fucking sorry.
Right? No, please, I need to know.
Yeah, we have
just
many discussions.
Right, so we've got this, sex education. Right here, you can see there is a condom up there. Can you see that?
And it's advertising sex education
It's
to children.
To children. Right, can I just read you the back? Sweets, but make it gourmet. Sweets and sex, they go hand in hand, obviously. What is your opinion on this?
Yeah, no,
That's disgraceful. That shouldn't be in the child section, in the sweet section. Yeah. That should be in an adult section.
On its own.
On its own, yeah, where children can't even see it.
The children are naturally going to see it.
It shouldn't be on a packaging, should it? Obviously, after all, they both aim to make you feel good. This is the writing on the sweets.
Yeah, no, that's not on. I wouldn't.
Definitely not recording us, are you?
No, I've got it facing me.
Okay.
Yeah, you're definitely, as you can see, it's me. But yeah, so you don't approve of this?
No,
No.
definitely not. No, we've
This
got
is-
young
this-
children,
disgusting.
and they would
It's
grab
inappropriate.
those.
Inappropriate.
This
to
is
be on
the
packet.
beginning of sexualising your children.
Yeah, there it is. Here it is.
We've had many discussions about this ourselves.
Look at it. Clearly advertising. Clearly.
Yep,
And we're parents
Look at
that
that.
don't
They're
even
using
let
the
their
peach there.
children.
Look.
yep.
Oh wow, they're probably using all the
Yep. Sex
icons,
symbols,
and
and right there we've got the condom. Why would a child need to see that?
Yeah, well, we don't even let our children watch anything that's not age
Well done,
appropriate.
well done.
Like no soaps.
I have a
no.
14-year-old, an 8-year-old, and a 3-year-old, and even my 14-year-old won't be allowed to even look at that.
But they are in the shop for your 14-year-old to grab.
Well, even your 8-year-old.
In fact, your 14-year-old won't even know, because all they see
Oi,
is, look,
seriously, have a look at it.
Candy
What's
kitten.
going on there? That's a condom inside of there. That's a condom inside of there.
Oh my God, you're right.
That's a condom shape inside
Oh
of
my goodness me. We have condoms. The lady's just spotted. Look, that is a condom. Sweet.
Wow.
Oh my goodness.
Thanks, anyway.
Thank you for pointing that out. My goodness, thank you.
Yeah, good luck.
And the lady just pointed out we have a condom-shaped sweet in there. I'm just going to now speak to the manager. Here we go. I actually can't believe this. I'm so disgusted with it. Absolutely disgusted. Let's see what happens. The lady's now showing, the lady at the till. Look. Yeah, look, we're at the till.
There's a condom in it.
Are you not aware of these
Condom there.
sweets?
There's a condom.
We're at the
front.
till now at
Yeah.
Tesco's.
And then read the back.
And then read the back. Sex and candy go hand in hand.
That's for children. These ladies were not even aware that if I can't even show you that.
First and foremost, I want to give all honor and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah HaKodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of GMS who we learn from. Shalom to the hopeful elect preaching his word in truth and sincerity. To you ribs, to you sisters out there learning silence and staying in order. Right? So, in Shalom, Salakia, for the scattered sheep, the dispersed that are called. Shalom. So, I got this video from GMS Watchman. It was posted a day ago. It says, disgusted women finds condom-shaped sweets being sold to children. This is the era that we're in. A bunch of lewdness and disgustedness, right? The scriptures talk about that the sins of Babylon have reached the heavens. This man's expiration date, man, is past due, man. This guy's gotta go. They're sexualizing the children because it's a lucrative business, right? It's a multi-billion, maybe even trillion, who knows, industry. We got a lot of distractions going on after the Steen list. I don't want to say his full name, due to being flagged or whatnot, because that man is, I believe, is a CIA operative put there to basically snare up all the politicians and get them to do things that they want them to do as a bribe. Right, there's a lot going on, man. The elder apostles have coined this year the year of, I believe, Jacob's trouble, potentially. So it's like, and it sure feels that way. The things that's going on already. In Jacob's trouble, we got the Cat Williams interview, and also the thing that happened in Miami. I'm not trying to get too deep into the Cat Williams or the Miami thing. I think we did a camp lesson yesterday on that. We are the Diligent Soldiers out of Boston, right? And we are students of GMS. So yeah, which I believe, side note, Cat Williams was just in front of a GMS camp this week, I believe, and he didn't want to be on camera. And they asked him, "Hey, you're an Israelite?" And he said yes. He knew, and he also knew that this is Babylon, aka America. So there's a lot going on right now. But right now we're bringing out this video right here because this is something that happens in the shadows, but also in public, where children are being overly sexualized in cartoons, books, and things of that nature, because they're getting ready to make it a norm for children to get abused and taken. Right, it makes their job easier, man. But yeah, a lot of the children that they're taking appears to be from the Northern Kingdom tribe countries, which is South America, Mexico, right? That area, Central America. So like that's predominantly where a lot of these things is happening, right? And and you see there was a precept up there. It was in Proverbs. I want to see. I believe it was 29. 29:2. When the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn. Right? When the wicked bear rule, the people mourn. But when the righteous rule, the people rejoice. That's where that is. Right? We're in a kingdom where the people are mourning. Right? Our our leaders, our supposed leaders and politicians had sold us for a bag, and not only that, they themselves oppress each other, let alone the children of Israel, who were considered the low bottom of the totem pole. I mean, we this is not it's nothing new under the sun, right? In the book of Esther, Mordecai, right, under Xerxes, King Ahasuerus, he had put a decree out and hired Haman, the Agagite from the Persian Empire, to persecute and oppress the children of Israel, right? Because these people were over them and ruled over them, and he didn't like the Israelites. And Mordecai, and then he when he put the decree out to oppress the people, Mordecai was the one that sighed and cried, right? He put on sackcloth. Matter of fact, let's get it. Let's get that account. It's the book of Esther, chapter 3. Let's see if I want to start at the beginning real quick. This is the reason why. It says here, verse 1 and 2 says, after these things, this is Esther 3 and 1. After these things did King Ahasuerus promoted Haman, the son of Hammedatha, the Agagite, and advanced him and set his seat above all the princes that were with him. And all the king's servants that were in the king's gate bowed and reverenced Haman, for the king had so commanded concerning him. Right, so everybody had to bow to this man and reverence this guy and basically worship, because reverence goes into worship. That's what they wanted this man to be, somebody who to be worshipped. It says, for the king had so commanded concerning him. So it was a commandment of the land to worship this man and bow down. Right? It says, but Mordecai bowed not, nor did him reverence. Right, because Mordecai was righteous. He only bowed down to Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Right? And it says, then the king's servant which were in the king's gate said unto Mordecai, why transgressest thou the king's command? Right? It says, and now it came to pass when they spoke daily unto him, he hearkened not unto them, that they told Haman to see whether Mordecai's matters would stand, for he had told them that he was a Jew. And when Haman saw that Mordecai bowed not, nor did he reverence, then Haman full of wrath, and he thought scorn to lay hands on Mordecai alone, for they had showed him the people of Mordecai. Wherefore Haman sought to destroy all the Jews that were throughout the whole kingdom of Ahasuerus, even the people of Mordecai. Right. So because Mordecai didn't bow down to this person, he was going to punish the whole entire people. Right. And this is how another example as to, when the wicked bear rule, that was a very wicked decree he put out, just because this man wouldn't worship him, that he was going to punish people that had nothing to do with it. Perfect example. Right. And then we move down to, let's see, go to 15. And the post went out, being hastened by the king's commandment, and the decree was given in Shushan the palace. And the king and Haman sat down to drink, but the city of Shushan was perplexed. Right? And guess what he did? He put on his garment, his sackcloth. Let me see, verse 1. Chapter 4, verse 1. When Mordecai perceived all that was done, Mordecai rent his clothes and put on sackcloth with ashes, right? And that the sackcloths, right? Again, ready to show you. Matter of fact, let's get it in the blue letter. I got it pulled up. It says here, sack.
Strong's H8242. Sack.
Right, and it's mesh, sackcloth, sackling, sack, or grain, sackcloth, worn in mourning. That's the key word, or humiliation, right? So to be humbled, right? To be put yourself in a lower state for what? For a greater cause, which is the purpose of bringing out the abominations that these nations did to the children of Israel, right? And to proclaim the prophecies that are in the book, right? It says, this is a sackcloth. Right, this is a sackcloth. So what you see, usually what you see brothers wearing in the highways and byways, you see, to the best of our ability. It says here, mesh, sackcloth, sackling, worn in mourning or humiliation. Right? It says, verse 4 and 1, when Mordecai perceived all that was done, right, which was the oppression of the children of Israel unrighteously, Mordecai rent his clothes and put on sackcloth with ashes and went out into the midst of the city and cried with a loud and bitter cry, right? And it's not like tears cry, it was more like a shout, right? It was more like a shout because he just like Moses was compelled to save his people from the oppression of the Egyptian ruler when he was whipping and beating his people. See? This is why we mourn, we sigh and cry. Right? So the Lord willing, the scripture says in Matthew, I believe 24:26, I believe it's 24, where it says that the Lord will shorten the days for the elect's sake. Let me see if I can find this. Let's see. Matthew 24 and 22, and except those days should be shortened, there should be no flesh be saved, but for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened. You see, this is why brothers sigh and cry and pray, watch and pray as well. So Lord willing, the Lord shortens the time frame on this oppression. Right, because we know that prophecies need to come forth and come true for the Messiah to come. Right, and we pray that those prophecies come in great quick successions, man. So we get up out of here. It's the book of Ezekiel, chapter 9, verse 4. It says, and Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahushai said unto him, go through the midst of the city, throughout the midst of Jerusalem. Right, because Jerusalem was a people before a place. It says, and set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and cry for all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof. Right, and that's why you see many men in corners here in Babylon, prophesying the downfall of Babylon. Therefore, marking the men of Yasharallah, but also marking the people in Babylon for death, man, for the abominations that they have done thereof. This is the book of Psalms, chapter 141, verse 9. It says, keep me from the snares which they have laid for me, and the jinns, right? A jinn is also a type of snare. It's a knot. It's a rope. I believe it's a knot. It's a trap made of rope, right? And it says, and the jinns of the workers of iniquity, right? Which is in this context, Esau, Edom, who literally even had us in jinns hanging from trees. That's it on this one. I'm gonna see y'all in the next one. Call hello Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of GMS who we learn from. Shalom to the hopeful elect, and to you ribs, to you sisters out there. Shalom.